Yeah, good afternoon. I just wanted to run through a couple of charts that really show how important it is to not get overcrowded with indicators and just start with the raw price data, and you can really see a lot more about what's going on. So these are a couple of examples of some really profitable chart signals that we've seen recently. Now, just a reminder that this is general advice only in this particular video. So let's have a look first of all at a stock called Ainsworth Game Technology, AGI. They make poker machines, and you can see here that the price has been in an extremely strong uptrend. Started to move at the end of 2011, so it's been running now for a little bit over a year, and it's gone up from around 50 cents to about $3, so it's been a very, very strong trend. Now, just starting initially with some raw price data, and I'll just start to build a bit of a framework around this price data that will give us something more to work on. So we've obviously got a low reversal point here, and that corresponds with some highs and some reversals here. We've got 1, 2, 3, and this now makes the fourth area as well. If we move up a little bit higher, we can see there's another horizontal support and resistance line that we can put through there that picks up 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a little one in there, 5 peaks. Now you get a little bit of overrun on some of these, as you can see, but they turn out to be pretty reasonable reversal points. Now, having identified those particular areas, and there's another area down here as well where we had a fairly strong reversal down here. So picking up off this previous peak and this low. So now that we've got that as a basic framework, let's just pop some volume on top of that and see what opportunities that presents. So the first area that I want to zero in on is this first area here. And you can see that we knew that this was a bit of a peak in the market because the price had run up to this level at around about $1.30 and then pulled back a little bit. It had then broken through and come back and retested it. Now, the way that you should approach this is to look at this level as a potential area, and what you're looking is for a sign of the market reversing and holding support at that level. The idea is not just to buy this on the expectation that it will reverse. So you can see here that we did get a bit of an indecision day here, which was on the 18th of April, and then the following day we got a very significant move, and we got some extremely large volumes coming in as well. So it was a pretty clear reversal at around about this area here, and confirmed on the 19th of April. So you could have either got in late on that afternoon at around about $1.50 or first thing the next morning at a similar kind of price. And it then ran from $1.50, ran up to $1.90. Before we got a bit of an indication here that that the market may have run a bit ahead of itself because there was a bit of a long tail on this candle on this day on the 2nd of May. Indicating that there was a little bit of selling coming in at that point, and that was confirmed 2 days later when the market basically turned over a little bit and closed off its highs. So there was an opportunity there to trade from $1.50 to $1.90 in the space of a little bit over a week, and that's a pretty nice trade. It's 40 cents in $1.50, so it's nearly 25% gain in that relatively short period of time. And if of course you're trading with leverage, then the percentage gain is higher than that. Now the market then proceeded to fall back a little bit, meander sideways, and then started to make a move higher. So let's see where that eventually led to. It formed a high up here. We're not in this trade, of course, at this time, and then went into a bit of a sideways pattern. So if we move ahead then to this particular setup here, you can see we've already established this area here as a likely support and resistance line because we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 previous times where the market had bounced and reversed from that particular area. So therefore we should be watching that key level fairly closely to see what price action we had. And again, you can see we got a very sharp reversal on these 2 days here. We had one very negative day which finished right on that support, and then we got a very positive confirmation the next day. So you could have entered at around about $2.06 prior to the close on the 7th of November, or if you waited until the next morning, then you would have actually done slightly better and been able to get in around $2.02. Now the price then ran all the way up to what was likely to be a previous resistance level at $2.65, so that's about a 30% gain. And you may or may not have taken profit at that level, depending on your trading style. But certainly when we started to get some action up here that looked like the price had run well ahead of itself this day here, and also this day here, then that was really a signal to get out. So some traders may have actually been able to get out at as high as about $2.85 to $2.90. So again, that was a fabulous trade. Now we pulled back, and again we look at what happens around about this support and resistance line. Now the price intraday did manage to break through that support, but it closed up comfortably off the lows each time, and we had that spread over 3 days. So you can see very strong support for the price around about that $2.65 level. So really just looking then for some confirmation. If you're a more aggressive trader, you may have entered on the strength of this particular more positive day here on the 18th of January. Or if you're a trader that wanted a bit more confirmation, then you may have entered the following day when the price actually went above the high of the 17th of January. So you were looking for the price to go above $2.80. But either way, you would have been able to enter somewhere around about $2.70 to $2.80, and of course the price then just shot straight up and got up as high as $3.30 before we put in a bit of a reversal, and the market has sold back off again. So that trade now is complete as well. So within that trade, there were 3 fantastic trading signals that worked out really well and provided fairly short-term profits of between 25 and about 35%. So just an example of how to actually evaluate the charts. So that's it till next time. Cheers.